In this video, we are going to look at a few different types of angles associated with polygons, but we're going to focus on interior angles. This first picture shows you an example of a central angle. You can see that it's at the very center of the shape, so it's in the middle here. This next one is an example of an interior angle. You can see that it's inside the shape, but it's touching a vertex. So any angle that's touching a vertex is going to be an interior angle. And then this last one is showing you an exterior angle. It's on the outside of the shape. So let's focus in on interior angles. Here is a diagram or several diagrams of different polygons. And what I'm going to do is take those polygons and I'm going to split them all up into triangles. The reason that I'm going to do that is that we know that a triangle has interior angles that add up to be 180 degrees. So if we can split the rest of the shapes into triangles, we can use that information to figure out what the sum of the interior angles is. So here I took each of those diagrams and I split them into triangles. I took one vertex and always started from there and then drew lines out to create different triangles. Now that each of those triangles adds up to be 180 degrees. So the quadrilateral, for example, gets split up into 2 triangles. The pentagon gets split up into 3 triangles. The hexagon gets split up into 4 triangles, etc. So what I would do to figure out the total angle sum is to take the number of triangles that we have and I would multiply that by 180. So, 1 times 180 is just 180. The quadrilateral was split into 2 triangles, so I multiplied that by 180 to get 360. The pentagon was split into 3 triangles, so I multiplied that by 180 to get to 540. And then you can see that I did the same thing on the bottom here as well. 4 times 180, 5 times 180, and 6 times 180 to get the interior angle sum. So let's see if we can figure out where those numbers I underlined, the number of triangles in each shape, comes from. So if you look at sides of each of these shapes, this one, n is equal to 3, you've got 3 sides. This one, n is equal to 4, you've got 4 sides. And this one, n is equal to 5. And then we've got 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom. If you compare each of those side lengths to the number of triangles, you might notice a connection. If you compare 3 and 1, and 4 and 2, and 5 and 3, you can see that the number of triangles is always 2 less than the number of sides that you have in the shape. So let's take a look at this formula for the interior angle sum. So you can see that the formula here is n minus 2 times 180. N is the number of sides that a shape has. And the reason that we're going to subtract 2 is because of the pattern that we saw on the last page. On the last page, we saw that every single polygon, if you take the number of sides and you subtract 2, you figure out how many triangles you can split the shape into. So the formula for the interior angle sum is n minus 2 times 180, the number of sides minus 2 multiplied by 180. So let's do an example. Here's an example of a regular hexagon. We know that it's a regular hexagon here because all of the side lengths and all of the angles are the same size. What we're going to do to try to figure out the total angle sum for the hexagon then is to do 6 minus 2 times 180. There's 6 sides in the shape, so 6 minus 2 times 180 is going to give us 720. From there, we're going to set up an equation. We've got 6 different x's in our shape, so we can do 6x is equal to 120, and if we solve that, we get 120. Let's look at another example. So this time we've got a quadrilateral. We've got 4 different sides and angles that we're working with. So to start with, we're going to do 4 minus 2 times 180. So if we do 4 minus 2 times 180, we get 360. So now we're going to try to set up an equation by adding all 4 of the interior angles together. So what I'm going to do is add 6x, 8x, 7x, and 5x together. And then I'm also going to add 2, 12, negative 14, and negative 4 together. If I do that, I get 26x minus 4 equals 360. If I solve for x, I can figure out that x is equal to 14. So the key idea on this is that the sum of the interior angles in a shape is n minus 2 times 180. You can set up equations for regular polygons using that formula, and you can also set up equations if the polygon is not a regular polygon.